Hey guys, it is Mike from Baltimore Rides, wrapping up my Sunday the 26th and also the week of Thanksgiving. It is the end of the night for me. I finished early as I normally try to do on Sunday. Had a pretty decent day. You know, I had to do 16 or 17 trips, and I'll be honest, I started off good. Then it kind of slowed down for a minute or two, and then I just, I was able to kind of grind it out. So, did about $90-something, almost $100 in trips, which is about average considering it's not even 10 o'clock. But I also got my $190 Quest, which is really the important thing. So, that's the bonus there, is that I finished out my Quest and I was able to make the numbers I needed to make this week with my Quest added in there. So I'll give you kind of a quick breakdown on where I finished. $168 with Lyft, which by the way is perfect math because I do about $25 a day. So I think I put like $137 in gas this week in my car. And I had said, a few weeks ago that I really wanted my Lyft money to basically pay for my gas. So that worked out perfect. And then I did $980 in Uber. Now that's of course before my lease payment comes out. But you add those two numbers together and you get $1,148. $1,100 a week is kind of the magic number. So I feel really good about that. I would love to say, excuse me. I would love to go back to all Uber and not really driving for Lyft, but for the past few weeks I've had to resort to adding a couple Lyft trips in there, and that's okay. I don't want my fuel rewards with Lyft to expire. I really want to keep my Lyft account active, and at the end of the day, I like that with Lyft I can do immediate payout, because with Uber it's tied to my lease, and so you can't do early payout. You have to wait till the end of the week when they close the books. So it's nice to be able to just pull that money out as I need it, and then basically it's there to pay the next day's gas, which is really kind of cute. But it was a good day today. It was a good finish to the week. My Quest for Monday through Thursday in DC is a much more aggressive Quest. 28 trips for, I think it's either $85 or $90. So good math, roughly $3 a trip extra. I'm still not 100% convinced that I'm going to drive in DC this Monday through Thursday, and there's a couple reasons for that. One, I like being a little bit closer to home Monday through Thursday in case there's something going on with my daughter's school or my son, or just in general. I like not being an hour and a half away. That's kind of one of the easy things that I like. I actually like driving in Towson. Uber Eats is kind of an interesting night. When you do a lot of Uber Eats orders, you don't really have people in the car. You can kind of blast your music. And while there's some ups and downs to Uber Eats, it is profitable. It is profitable, on a night when you're not chasing a Quest. So there's that. So it's just interesting. But I got to sit down and do the math. If $3 a trip is beneficial after I factor in the gas, the 60 miles, each way to DC for 2 days. So that's, 240 miles right there. And then what kind of gas I would burn in doing that. It might add up to more than $3, than $85. And if that's the case, if it's not worth the average to drive down there, then it is more beneficial for me to stay local and just do my $200, $150, in and around Baltimore and Towson. So I got to crunch that numbers. I'm just not able to do that in my head right now. I need a good night's sleep and a calculator, and then I can kind of sit down and really look at it and say, does this really make sense? Because remember, guys, Quests and Lyft Power, whatever bonuses whatever they call it in Lyft, they're incentives to drive us, to motivate us to go to an area. And there's a danger to that. it's not to suit us, it's to serve them. It's to serve the customer and ultimately our master, whether it be Lyft or Uber. So if they're boosting an area or power bonusing an area, whatever it's called, they're nudging you in that direction. And I'll give you a perfect example of that. Today, and this is really kind of funny actually, I saw, a couple times I was down in DC driving around, and I was close enough that I could see the queue at Reagan. And every time I looked at it, it was 1. So I thought to myself, well, okay, that's odd. Either everybody's offline because they're trying to create surge, or there's something wrong because it's Sunday after a holiday, so the travel must be crazy. Then I went to Waze, and I scrolled over to that area, and lo and behold, the whole map was nothing but red, traffic jams, traffic alerts, the whole 9 yards, like standstill traffic alerts. It was basically a bumper-to-bumper parking lot to get into and out of the airport. And when I went over to Crystal City, I noticed it firsthand. It was just a hot mess. I mean, you had cars all the way back down onto 395. Crystal City, the roads that connected to the airport from Crystal City were all bumper to bumper. It was just a trap. It was a total trap. So I logged off because I didn't want to get pinged into that area, and I'm glad I did. But the funny thing is, for the first time ever, today I saw a boost zone, one of the red little borders with a boost on it, over the airport. 1.3 guaranteed boost over the airport today. Now, what does that tell you? Never is there ever a boost zone over an airport. That tells you that they desperately needed drivers to go and just throw themselves into that train wreck of traffic to try and pick up people from rides. And 1.3 is a joke, guys. It's an extra 30 cents a mile. It's not worth the amount of time you're going to invest sitting in traffic to get to the terminal and then to get out. So that's a trap. So boost zones can sometimes be manipulative. It's their way to nudge us into areas that they want us to go. Doesn't mean we should. We have to think and look at the grid and look at what's going on down there. Perfect example, there was some sort of concert at Royal Farms or whatever, Capital One Arena tonight. I dropped some ladies off there, and of course the traffic was hot mess around there. 2.1 right over that area. They want us there, but they don't care that we're going to be stuck in traffic, wasting our time. So just be mindful of that. And that's why, like I said, I'm not stressing about my Monday through Thursday quests. Oftentimes they were ridiculous. When they were 70 trips, they were really ridiculous. Now that they see I'm not driving Monday through Thursday in DC, they're lowering my goal as a way to entice me to go back down there. Oh, 28, that's easy. And then I drive all the way to DC. But is it still really worth it or not? I don't know. So I'm going to circle back to that, and I will probably let you guys know tomorrow. But a great week. I really had a good week this week. It felt like it was the first week that I was really back in the saddle. The numbers landed where they needed to be. I'm happy with the results. Just all in all, it was a good work week. And, I hope all you guys had a good week as well. Some of you guys have been, frustrated. Some of you ladies have been frustrated. The people that I've been kind of chatting with here and there, they had the same sort of observations that I did at certain points. Alex today texted me the same thing that I knew about the Reagan Airport. He said, "Don't go to Reagan, it's a traffic mess." And he told me, and I said, I was already there, it's a traffic mess. I know, I avoided it like the plague. So, we're thinking alike now. We're all sharing ideas, we're all talking about the same things, and that puts us in kind of one mode of thought. And you think about a sports team or a company, a business, where everybody's got the same goal in mind, and you start to see people working effectively that way. And I think that's what we're all going to become, is we're all going to really hone in on strategy and hone in on what works and what doesn't, and our perceptiveness about reacting to what's going on as we drive that particular day. So, that's what I love about this. I love that, we're all sharing ideas. We're talking to each other. People are starting to get more vocal, whether it's they text me or whether they post something on YouTube. But, the ideas are out there. We all have good ones. So I will get back to you guys tomorrow and let you know about that, whether or not I'm going to be in DC or not. Leaning towards not, but we'll see. And that's it, guys. Thank you guys for everything. I hope everybody did have a great holiday weekend. A lot of you guys were on the road like I was, and I hope it was worth it and you were profitable. But if you did take time off, I hope you had a good time with your family and your friends and your loved ones. And now that Thanksgiving's over, it's the mad rush till Christmas. So we got 4 weeks ahead of us to grind and make some money for the holidays. So I will see you guys all tomorrow. Everybody get some rest and have a great night.